is Leo, Atheist at Large, here in Chicago. I'm trying something a little different here. Now, going back to religion as a virus, a mind virus. Alan Perlman, the Jewish atheist, author of An Atheist Reads the Torah, Secular Humanist Perspectives on the 5 Books of Moses. Religion as a virus. Religion is a virus. This is a phrase I'm hearing more and more from the lips and computer keyboards of atheists. It's somehow connected to Dawkins' concepts of the meme, which is a tactic, social, and conventional assumption. Neither seems to have physical existence. Before this virus thing goes too far, let's have some clear thinking about language and meaning. It pleases the more vehement atheists to call religion a virus, just as it pleased the Nazis to call Jews vermin. I understand the anger. But we're not going to change anything until we calm down and try to understand where these religious believers are coming from. Religion may seem useless to us, but to them it is not. They need it, whereas no one needs to be sick with a medical virus. This is my response to his post. Actually, the references to religion being a virus of the mind isn't something to look lightly at. It has its merits of continuity. The brain is programmed with the ideals of a religion. The tracks of that religion is to disseminate itself to others. This is not unlike a computer virus. The person knows they're spreading this word about. However, they don't know the effects that it has on themselves or how it is actually embedded in the minds of others. A weaker mind, like a weak immune system, will accept the easy road to a solution. The complexity to arrive at perfection is as outlandish as to someone counting the stars or grains of sand in the universe. The weaker mind will jump to the conclusion, God done it. After all, you don't have to understand the perfection of God. You just have to accept that it is perfect. So, now the brain has a simple idea that God is perfect. All social discourses now apply to this perception. All behaviors are modified to accept this principle. The mind now causes the physical brain to react. The brain wants to make sense of things, but the mind is filled with ideals of perfection of a God, constantly reinforced in the circular fashion as is religion. It makes sense to the mind. The brain emits the proper levels of hormones and chemicals to cause certainty of these ideas. These ideas start to form psychosis that the brain is now getting used to and makes them happen more often to keep the mind intact. The whole process is something that takes over the mind and eventually attacks the brain, making it do things to keep the mind going in its addictive cycle. To break out of this cycle doesn't make sense to the weak mind. It's like withdrawal. The mind has a hard time to grasp concepts contrary to what it's been programming itself to think. These concepts are actually blocked, and by the mind preventing those thought patterns from occurring, the brain physically atrophies the connection to those pathways. An overabundance of pathways of the reinforced ideas are connected to instead. The brain has no choice to confabulate something from what it has a pool of information. The introduction of rational thought causes the brain to look for answers that can't be found. The mind refuses to deposit information and accesses its own reinforced ideas. This causes brain pain. And then the cycle of brain-inducing chemicals and hormones starts up again, and the mind is engulfed in a myriad of seizures and euphoric states that can only call upon what the virus has become. Not only the state of mind, but the conscious of the mind. It has taken over. This is Leo, Atheist at Large, in Chicago. See you again.